Have you ever wondered what it would be like if women held most of the power in a society? In today's world, we often hear about the fight for gender equality, but there are places where women already have significant control, whether in politics, the family, or the culture itself. And the countries we're about to dive into might just surprise you. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on more fascinating content like this. And drop a comment below on where you think women might hold the most power. We'd love to hear your guesses. Number 8. Finland. Coming in at number 8 is Finland, a country that consistently ranks at the top of global gender equality indexes. Finland has long been a leader in women's rights, with a strong commitment to ensuring that women have equal access to political, social, and economic opportunities. Finnish women have a proud history of activism and leadership, and today, they continue to play key roles in shaping the country's future. One of Finland's most notable achievements is being the first European country to grant women the right to both vote and stand for election in 1906, a groundbreaking milestone for women's suffrage. Since then, Finnish women have been at the forefront of politics. In fact, Finland was one of the first countries to have a female prime minister, and women continue to hold some of the highest offices in the land. Finland's current prime minister, Sanna Marin, is one of the youngest heads of government in the world, and she leads an all-female coalition government that has been praised for its progressive policies and focus on gender equality. Under Marin's leadership, Finland has implemented policies that support women's economic empowerment, such as equal parental leave for both mothers and fathers, making it easier for women to balance careers and family life. This progressive approach has been a model for other nations striving for gender equality. Beyond politics, Finland's education system is often cited as one of the best in the world, and it plays a crucial role in promoting gender equality from a young age. Girls and boys have equal access to high-quality education, and Finland's emphasis on fairness and inclusion has helped create a society where women can thrive in all fields, from business to science. Finland is also known for its high percentage of women in senior roles across both the public and private sectors, ensuring that women's voices are heard at every level of decision-making. In addition to its political and educational achievements, Finland has strong policies that support women in the workforce. The country offers extensive maternity and paternity leave, flexible work arrangements, and affordable childcare, making it easier for women to pursue careers without sacrificing their personal lives. These family-friendly policies have helped increase women's participation in the workforce, with many Finnish women reaching leadership positions in fields such as technology, finance, and healthcare. Finland also places a high value on work-life balance, which benefits both men and women, by creating an environment where both parents can share caregiving responsibilities. Finland has made strides toward breaking down traditional gender roles, allowing women more opportunities to succeed professionally. From politics to business to education, Finland has consistently demonstrated its commitment to empowering women and achieving true gender equality. It's a country where women are not only encouraged to lead, but where they thrive in positions of power. Number 7. Minangkabau, Indonesia. Kicking off our list at number 7 is Indonesia, specifically the Minangkabau people, who live in the lush highlands of West Sumatra. What makes the Minangkabau unique is that they are the largest matrilineal society in the world. In this fascinating culture, women hold the reins when it comes to family lineage, property inheritance, and decision-making, something that turns traditional gender roles upside down. Here, it's the women who inherit ancestral property, passing it down through generations, maintaining control over the family's land and wealth. In the Minangkabau society, women are truly at the center of family life. When a woman marries, it's the husband who moves into her home, a rare reversal of roles compared to much of the world. The children are part of the mother's clan, and it's women who make the major decisions regarding family finances, property, and even important cultural events. This matrilineal system ensures that women maintain a high level of control over both family and economic resources, creating a rare balance of power that favors women in a way that might seem foreign to many cultures. But what's especially intriguing is how Minangkabau men fit into this structure. While men don't inherit property or hold as much authority within the family, they still play vital roles in the community. Minangkabau men are often responsible for decision-making in public matters and are highly respected in political or religious roles. They work as scholars, religious leaders, or farmers, contributing to the family's success while respecting the household authority of women. This balance allows for a cooperative dynamic between the sexes, where men and women support each other in distinct yet complementary ways. One of the most fascinating aspects of Minangkabau culture is how seamlessly they blend this matrilineal tradition with Islam, the dominant religion in Indonesia. While Islam traditionally places men in leadership roles, the Minangkabau have harmonized their cultural norms with their faith in a way that respects both. Women play crucial roles in maintaining family harmony, overseeing both social and economic affairs, while men often take on public leadership roles. Women's influence also extends beyond the household. Many Minangkabau women are successful entrepreneurs, running businesses ranging from small family shops to larger enterprises. They are seen as the economic drivers of their communities, reinforcing the idea that women's power is not limited to the home. It's woven into the very fabric of their society. Through this, Minangkabau women not only control the wealth of their families, but also contribute significantly to the local economy. The thriving nature of the Minangkabau society under female leadership is an inspiring example of how cultural traditions can empower women without diminishing the roles of men. The matrilineal system has allowed for continuity and stability, helping the community preserve its heritage while adapting to modern challenges. So, next time you think of Indonesia, don't just picture its tropical beaches and vibrant culture. Remember that in parts of this vast country, it's the women who hold the power, and they've been doing so for centuries. Number 6, Rwanda, a country that has made remarkable strides in empowering women, particularly in politics. Rwanda's commitment to gender equality is nothing short of impressive. Over 60% of the seats in its national parliament are held by women, the highest proportion of female parliamentarians in the world. This shift towards female leadership didn't happen overnight, though. It's the result of a deliberate effort to rebuild the country after the devastating 1994 genocide, a period that reshaped the nation's social and political landscape. In the aftermath of the genocide, Rwanda had to rebuild nearly every facet of its society. With many men lost to the conflict, women stepped up to fill leadership roles in both the family and the government. In the years that followed, Rwanda instituted policies to ensure that women had an equal voice in rebuilding the country. This commitment led to the creation of one of the most gender-progressive political systems in the world. Laws were passed to mandate a certain percentage of women in parliament, but the success of women in Rwanda's government goes beyond quotas. It reflects the genuine trust and respect that Rwandan society places in female leaders. What's particularly interesting is how this influx of women in government has impacted policy. Studies have shown that when women are in power, issues like healthcare, education, and social welfare are given higher priority. In Rwanda, this has led to improved healthcare access, education reforms, and programs aimed at reducing poverty. Women leaders have played a key role in driving forward policies that focus on the well-being of families, children, and marginalized communities, issues that are sometimes overlooked in male-dominated governments. Rwanda's progressive approach to women's empowerment is also evident in its business and social sectors. Women in Rwanda are encouraged to participate in the economy, and many hold leadership positions in both large corporations and small businesses. The government has supported initiatives to help women entrepreneurs thrive, recognizing that women's economic participation is crucial to the country's ongoing development. But it's not just in politics and business where women hold sway. In rural areas, women are often the heads of their households, taking charge of farming and family decision-making. Programs that support women farmers have helped increase food security, further demonstrating the pivotal role women play in shaping Rwanda's future. Rwanda's journey from tragedy to a beacon of female leadership is a powerful example of how women can drive societal change when given the opportunity. By putting women at the forefront of its recovery, Rwanda has become a global leader in gender equality, and its success story shows just how transformative women's leadership can be. So, the next time you think about countries leading the way in gender equality, Rwanda should be at the top of your list. It's a country where women have not only gained a seat at the table, they've helped rebuild it from the ground up. Number 5. Iceland. Next up at number 5 is Iceland, a country that consistently ranks as one of the most gender-equal nations in the world. Iceland is often seen as a trailblazer when it comes to women's rights, and it's easy to see why. Women in Iceland have been making strides for decades, with a powerful legacy that includes the world's first democratically elected female president, Vigdis Finnbogadóttir, and a history of women standing at the forefront of political and social change. One of Iceland's most groundbreaking moments came in 1975, when women across the country participated in a nationwide strike to protest gender inequality. The event, known as the Women's Day Off, saw 90% of Iceland's female population walk out of their jobs, homes, and schools to demonstrate the crucial roles women play in society. The impact of this strike was immense. Businesses shut down, homes ran without key caretakers, and the country came to a standstill. This powerful act of solidarity led to significant changes in Iceland's approach to gender equality, with many citing it as a turning point for women's rights in the country. Fast forward to today, and Iceland is still leading the way. In 2018, Iceland became the first country in the world to legally require equal pay for women and men. This pioneering law holds companies accountable, ensuring that women are paid the same as their male counterparts for equal work. It's part of a broader commitment Iceland has made to achieve gender equality in all spheres of life, from the workplace to politics. Women also hold powerful political positions in Iceland, and their influence has shaped the country's progressive policies on everything from parental leave to healthcare. Iceland's current Prime Minister, Katrín Jakobsdóttir, is another shining example of female leadership. Under her administration, the country has focused on sustainability, social justice, and gender equality, further cementing Iceland's reputation as a haven for women's rights. But Iceland's commitment to gender equality isn't just about legislation. It's deeply embedded in the culture. Women are seen as equals in all aspects of life, whether it's in the workplace, at home, or in politics. Icelanders are proud of their progressive society, and gender equality is a value that is taught from a young age. In addition to its strong political leadership, Iceland has a wealth of powerful female figures in other sectors too. Women play prominent roles in business, education, and the arts, helping to shape a modern, inclusive society. From CEOs to artists, Icelandic women are breaking barriers and redefining what it means to be a leader. Iceland's success in achieving gender equality serves as an inspiring model for the rest of the world. It's proof that with determination and progressive policies, true gender parity is possible. So when you think of Iceland, don't just picture its stunning landscapes and vibrant culture. Think of its trailblazing women who have changed the course of history and continue to lead the way for future generations. Number 4, Mosuo, China. At number 4, we have the Mosuo people of China, often referred to as one of the last remaining matriarchal societies in the world. The Mosuo live near the border of China's Yunnan and Sichuan provinces, and their society flips the traditional gender roles found in most parts of the world. In Mosuo culture, women control property, make family decisions, and carry on the family lineage. What sets the Mosuo apart from other societies is their unique practice of walking marriages. In the Mosuo culture, relationships between men and women are flexible and non-binding. There's no formal marriage ceremony, and women are free to choose their partners, often maintaining several relationships over their lifetime. These relationships are based on mutual respect and affection, but the woman remains in her maternal home, and any children born from these unions stay with the mother and her family. Men, while they may be fathers, don't live with their children, and their primary role is to assist in their sisters' households, continuing the matriarchal family line. Women are at the heart of Mosuo society, not only leading the household, but also managing economic activities. Property and wealth are passed down through the female line, meaning daughters inherit the family's assets. This gives women a high degree of financial independence and control over the family's future. The grandmother, or eldest woman in the family, is often the head of the household, and her decisions carry the most weight. She oversees the family's finances, makes major decisions, and resolves conflicts. Men in Mosuo society, while they don't hold much authority within their own family, still play significant roles. They are responsible for helping their sisters and the women in their lives, often working outside the home to provide resources. In fact, the men in a Mosuo family serve more as uncles to their sisters' children than as fathers to their own offspring. This creates a unique dynamic where the family's continuity is ensured through the women, while men play a supporting role. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Mosuo society is how peaceful and stable it remains, despite its non-traditional family structure. There's a strong emphasis on community and cooperation, with the matriarchs ensuring that every family member is cared for. This system has worked for centuries, and even today, in a world dominated by patriarchal norms, the Mosuo continue to thrive under female leadership. While modern influences have begun to change some aspects of Mosuo life, particularly with the introduction of tourism, the core values of this matriarchal society remain intact. The Mosuo's way of life offers a fascinating glimpse into an alternative family structure, one where women lead and the balance of power favors matriarchs over patriarchs. Number 3, New Zealand. Coming in at number 3 is New Zealand, a country that has long been a trailblazer when it comes to women's rights. In fact, New Zealand was the first self-governing country in the world to grant women the right to vote, all the way back in 1893. This historic moment set the tone for New Zealand's commitment to gender equality, and it remains one of the most progressive nations when it comes to women's leadership. One of New Zealand's most notable modern leaders is Jacinda Ardern, the country's former prime minister, who became a global symbol of empathetic leadership. Ardern's time in office was marked by her compassionate response to crises, including the Christchurch mosque shootings in 2019 and the COVID-19 pandemic. She approached leadership with an emphasis on kindness, inclusion, and transparency, values that have become hallmarks of New Zealand's political culture. Her ability to balance strong decision-making with empathy has garnered her widespread respect, not just in New Zealand, but across the globe. But New Zealand's commitment to women's empowerment goes far beyond just one leader. The country has a rich history of women holding high-ranking positions in government, business, and civil society. In fact, New Zealand frequently ranks among the top countries in global gender equality indexes, thanks in part to its comprehensive policies that support women in leadership roles, equal pay, and family-friendly work environments. These policies have helped create a culture where women are seen as equals in all spheres of life, and where their voices are not only heard but respected. New Zealand also leads the way in terms of parental leave, offering generous paid leave for both mothers and fathers, which helps promote gender equality at home. This progressive approach ensures that women can pursue their careers without sacrificing family life, and it encourages shared parenting responsibilities, breaking down traditional gender roles. In addition to its political achievements, New Zealand is a place where women thrive in business and entrepreneurship. Many of the country's top companies are led by women, and the government actively supports female entrepreneurs through various initiatives and grants. This strong culture of female empowerment extends to education, where girls and women consistently outperform their global counterparts in terms of access to education and academic achievement. The Maori culture, which is integral to New Zealand's national identity, also places significant value on women's roles in society. Maori women, or wahine, are traditionally seen as leaders within their communities, and many have played key roles in preserving Maori language, culture, and traditions. This cultural respect for women has undoubtedly contributed to the broader respect for female leadership seen throughout New Zealand. New Zealand's story is one of progress, empowerment, and equality. From its historic suffrage movement to its current position as a global leader in women's rights, this small island nation continues to punch above its weight when it comes to fostering a society where women truly thrive. Number 2, Nicaragua. At number 2, we have Nicaragua, a country that has made remarkable progress in advancing women's rights, especially in terms of political representation and gender equality. Nicaragua consistently ranks among the top countries for gender equality, and it's one of the few nations where women hold a significant percentage of leadership roles in government. One of the driving forces behind Nicaragua's gender equality movement is its long-standing commitment to ensuring the women have a voice in decision-making. The country's gender parity laws have ensured that women make up at least 50% of all government positions, both nationally and locally. This policy has been a game-changer for women's political participation, allowing them to influence everything from education, reform, to healthcare policies. As a result, Nicaraguan women have been at the forefront of major legislative changes that have improved the lives of women and children across the country. Nicaragua's impressive strides toward gender equality are rooted in the Sandinista Revolution of the 1970s and 1980s, which saw women playing crucial roles as revolutionaries, fighters, and organizers. The Sandinista government recognized the importance of gender equality and made it a priority during its governance. Today, the legacy of that movement lives on, with women playing active roles not just in politics, but also in community leadership and social movements. One area where Nicaragua has particularly excelled is in healthcare and education. Women leaders have driven forward policies that focus on improving access to healthcare for women and children, especially in rural areas. These policies have led to reductions in maternal and infant mortality rates, as well as greater access to reproductive health services. In education, Nicaragua has also made significant progress, with girls now having the same opportunities as boys to pursue higher education, which wasn't always the case. Women in Nicaragua are also a force in the economy. The government has implemented numerous programs to support female entrepreneurs and women in business. From microloans to mentorship programs, these initiatives have helped thousands of women start and grow their own businesses, particularly in rural areas where opportunities have historically been limited. This focus on women's economic empowerment has not only helped lift families out of poverty, but has also contributed to Nicaragua's overall economic growth. In addition to these structural changes, there is a cultural shift happening in Nicaragua, where the role of women is increasingly celebrated. Women are seen as key contributors to the country's future, and their voices are heard in every major national conversation. The country's leadership has also made efforts to combat gender-based violence and discrimination, pushing forward laws and initiatives aimed at creating safer environments for women in their homes and workplaces. Nicaragua's achievements in gender equality are a testament to the power of policy, activism, and cultural change. It's a country that has embraced women's leadership not just in government, but in every facet of society, showing the world that when women are empowered, everyone benefits. Number 1. Khasi Tribe, India. At number 1, we have the Khasi tribe in India, a unique community that exists within the northeastern state of Meghalaya. The Khasi people are one of the few remaining matrilineal societies in the world, where women hold the central roles in family and social life. In this fascinating culture, property and family names are passed down through the female line, giving women significant power in both the home and the community. In Khasi society, inheritance is a woman's domain. The youngest daughter, known as the Kakadu, is the heir to the family's property and wealth. It is her responsibility to care for the home, look after the family, and ensure that the lineage continues through her children. This system ensures that family wealth remains within the maternal line, giving women a unique status as the caretakers of both family assets and legacy. Men, while they play important roles in the Khasi community, do not have the same authority over family decisions or inheritance. Instead, they move into the homes of their wives after marriage and contribute to the household, but the primary decision makers are women. This reversal of traditional patriarchal norms creates a system where women are viewed as the anchors of the family, both financially and emotionally. Interestingly, while women hold the power in the home and control property, the men in Khasi society often take up roles in politics and public life. This creates a balanced dynamic where women are responsible for the household and its assets, while men are more visible in local governance. However, even in political spheres, women's opinions are highly respected, and they often influence major decisions through family and community discussions. The Khasi tribe also places a strong emphasis on family and community, where cooperation and mutual respect between the sexes are valued. While women are at the center of family life, There is no sense of competition or rivalry between men and women. Both genders contribute to the community's well-being, each in their own unique way. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Khasi culture is the value placed on motherhood. Mothers are revered as the givers of life, and their role in shaping the next generation is seen as sacred. This respect for women's roles in both family and society has created a stable, enduring social structure where women's contributions are celebrated and upheld. Despite modern influences, the Khasi tribe has managed to maintain its matrilineal traditions, even as the world around them becomes more patriarchal. Today, the Khasi people continue to practice their matrilineal customs, although there have been discussions about how to balance tradition with modern gender equality debates. The Khasi tribe offers a fascinating example of how societies can thrive under a matrilineal system where women lead the way, and the community works together to preserve both their culture and their future. So, the next time you think of India, remember that in one part of the country, it's the women who hold the keys to the future, guarding their traditions and passing down their legacy, one generation at a time. There you have it, 8 remarkable countries where women are in control, shaping their societies in unique and powerful ways. From the Khasi tribe in India, where women inherit family wealth and make key decisions, to Iceland and Rwanda, where women lead in politics and social change. These places show us that women's leadership isn't just possible, it's transformative. So, what did you think of the list? Were you surprised by any of the countries or communities we mentioned? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up to stay updated on more fascinating content like this. Share this video with your friends and help spread the word about the power of women in leadership.